I was in a war zone, dude.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I couldn't see.
My people of this country and we're under attack. They banning us, they cancel us for speaking the facts. If you man enough, come stand with us, take USA back. And every time we pull up, all you're gonna see is American flags. American flags. American flags. And every time we pull up, all you're gonna see is American flags.
I ain't never gonna pretend that I give a damn. Anybody who's offended, come get it, we throwing hands. Anybody not trying to make America great again. You a punk, you a clown, better know where I stand. I'm the white boy with the middle fingers in the air, dog.
We don't give a what.
100 white boys gonna hold me down anywhere, dog.
We think that you suck.
My patriots the craziest, they ain't afraid of breaking fists on faces. If you really wanna taste of this, no safety tip, just aim the stick and spray the clip. I pray you miss, cause if you don't, they gon' go wacko. Automatic gun smoke like tobacco. Never hit a lady, but it's pretty hard to tell if you're a girl or a they, them, there's these, that, those. I ain't never gonna take a knee for the anthem, smack them. I don't give a damn, can't stand them. Gang full of randoms, fan with a handgun. Run up in your mansion, leave it all abandoned. I was raised to be brave, to the grave, United States. We love the country that they've been corrupting, go woke and go broker if you ain't awake.
My people of this country and we're under attack. They banning us, they cancel us for speaking the facts. If you man enough, come stand with us, take USA back. And every time we pull up, all you're gonna see is American flags. American flags. American flags. And every time we pull up, all you're gonna see is American
Got that
flags.
AKA all Draco, leave you stankin', break your ankles. I'm not hearing what you saying, hit the pavement, now you seeing angels. It get dangerous, go against the Patriots, got all the bangers. Take a look inside my closet, you gon' see way more than hangers. Hammers like I do construction, ammo, I'ma shoot at something. Why you think we own these guns so we could just go do some hunting? You must not pay close attention, government they want division. Only treason if you lose, I guarantee we come out winning. Let my flag fly high like eagles, I would die for all my people. You can't change me with procedures, I'm about freedom, you about evil. Leave you hanging from the ceiling like chandeliers in cathedrals. Never have the safety on, and when we run out, we just
My
reload.
people of this country and we're under attack. They banning us, they cancel us for speaking the facts. If you man enough, come stand with us, take USA back. And every time we pull up, all you're gonna see is American flags. American flags. American flags. And every time we pull up, all you're gonna see is American flags. Every time we pull up, you see stars, you see stripes, you see flags on the cars and the trucks and the bikes. Every time we pull up, we go hard, we outside, we got flags on our arms that are tatted there for life.
Every time we pull up, we don't care if you mad. We cherish this land, the haters can't get buried in rags. They set fire to old glory, turning fabric to ash.
But every time we pull up, all you're gonna see is American flags. American flags. American flags. And every time we pull up, all you're gonna see is American flags.
Not all Republicans are racist. The government wants everybody fighting with their neighbors because they know that if we get along, we'll probably go against them.
They can't stop us, cause we're ready to fight, trying to brainwash us. But we won't let freedom die, the whole world's brainwashed.
Everybody pick a team, start a riot in the streets.
The whole world's brainwashed.
It's us against them, it ain't you against me.
Step 1, train the people only to consume. Step 2, infiltrate adults with the news. Step 3, indoctrinate the children through the schools and the music and the apps on the phones that they use. Step 4, separate the right from the left. Step 5, separate the white from the black. Step 6, separate the rich from the poor. Use religion and equality to separate them more. Step 7, fabricate a problem made a lie. Step 8, put it on the news every night. Step 9, when people start to fight and divide, take control. This is called situational design.
They can't stop us, cause we're ready to fight, trying to brainwash us. But we won't let freedom die, the whole world's brainwashed.
Everybody pick a team, start a riot in the streets.
The whole world's brainwashed.
It's us against them, it ain't you against me.
Dice Man Enterprises exclusively presents a talk show that will get to the bottom of things once and for all. And now here's your host for Let's Get to the Bottom of That, three weirdos on a mic. What's up?
What's our
What up?
yo?
Yeah, it's that time again to tell everybody why I'm not that I'm thin now. Always got some weird songs going on every
It's
time.
always about you being fat too. Every time, every time.
It just makes sense. Hey, Don Malik 79's joined us on Instagram. What's up, bro? We got some. Matter of fact, I'm gonna read some of your comments tonight. Give you a shout out.
Dominique.
Welcome to another episode of Let's Get to the Bottom of That. I'm your host, Byron Dice. I am joined in studio by the other weirdos on the mic, Jason and Joey.
Hello, hello.
Hello. How you fellas doing?
Outstanding.
A little tired.
Well, it's been quite a ride these past 3 weeks. We've pushed out some heavy Israel stuff. I mean, that was kind of unprecedented for us to do. I know we've done a series before, but that was off the cuff. And I feel like part 3 has slowed down. I don't know if people just got bogged out with it, but it didn't seem to get as much traction as part 1.
So the feedback that I got is that it felt like we were running out of
ideas.
topics. The topic was
Oh, you mean on the show?
that
Talking about
that on that episode.
why
on the
is
third,
Israel?
Yes, yeah. That it just the
I'd have to
cohesiveness.
disagree with that.
Yeah.
No, I know we did get on a lot of tangent.
Yeah.
And we're going to go over some comments tonight about some of the comments that we've got on that show, but we'll hash it out.
We'll figure it out.
We did get on a lot of tangents about how is the gods outside of time. We went really strong on that.
That's
So maybe that's it, because that was kind of a rabbit hole we went down.
But several people told me
But
that.
I felt like we did address what is Zionism, and all of that, and the Ashkenazi Jews and where they came from, and why are they white Europeans? That's weird and that kind of stuff.
What do you do?
Well, I don't know. So everybody. Oh wait. Oh man, I'm losing my mind. Hold on.
How's my volume? Is my volume okay?
You sound good over there. Y'all talk amongst yourself. I got to pull our phone number up real quick.
So people can call in.
Yes.
Maybe that Glizzy Gladiator will call in.
Well, we got to talk about that.
No. Let's keep that.
Keep that under wraps.
Yeah.
All right.
Till we
So
find out.
I did a Facebook reel earlier to let everybody know we're streaming live tonight. If you wanted to catch the show before it's published on Friday, you can actually watch us do it live. We got a camera up here, which is streaming YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook, and Rumble. So we're covering quite the plethora of platforms right there. Plus, right here, you've got my ugly mug just straight up on Instagram, and then I'll just do a spin around. We'll get, here we go. There's Joey. He's checked out, and Jason's over there. That's classic right there. So if you ever wanted to see what the studio was like, you can see behind the scenes with Byron. There's an episode I did, and I showed everybody. And hold on, I've lost my... Okay, so everybody, we've told everybody we're live. You can watch the show live right now, and you can hear the show before it's published on Friday. Now, if you want to call in and be part of the show, you can just call in and wreck our show completely.
Yeah.
The number to call in is 913-717-9979. That was 913-717-9979. And if you look on YouTube, there is a ticker. If you didn't get the number when I flashed up with my voice, it's a ticker on YouTube right now, and it's scrolling along the bottom of the screen. So, Don Malik said, it's awesome seeing you guys. So,
there we go.
Thanks, Don. Let's get into it. Real quick.
What was I going to tell you, Byron? I was going to tell you something while you were talking, and I lost
Just spaced it.
You space out?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. So the videos that the live stream that we're doing now, when I went to YouTube, you didn't post the full video. You just put it in live stream. So you go to the tabs. Yeah.
Oh, so it's not on our...
It's on Facebook.
It's on our feed?
It's on Facebook, or not Facebook, but YouTube, but it's not under videos. it's under.
Oh,
live
somebody has
stream.
to search for live stream, so I need to post it.
You need to post it.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
See, that's why I need some staff.
Yeah.
I just can't. I can't handle it all.
Yeah.
Well, let's go over some comments real quick.
Yeah, buddy.
Let's see how many we got. We got quite a few, and then we've got a lot to get into. By the way, I forgot to tell you, today is episode 64. It's called the Epstein Chronicles. So from just that name alone, you can probably figure out what we're going to talk about today. Let's go over the comments. Joey Garcia, a fan of the show from Spotify mobile app, down the rabbit hole, he commented, he said, if you've got nothing planned to talk about, then don't have a rabbit hole episode.
Ooh.
I hope your demographic isn't guys who love to hear farts. If this is high school radio, okay, but give your audience some credit.
Did we read that one already? I thought we did.
Well, there's somebody else that said something about some farts.
Yeah.
I think everybody's up in arms about it.
They don't like the farts, man.
Yeah. Native Monomal from the J6 Part 2 said it was a great interview. And what gets me is how Dr. Simon Gold, who was inside being disruptive and a mess, didn't hardly get anything. She was being disruptive and a mess. Talk about injustice with different cases.
Yeah.
Now, I did see videos of Dr. Simon Gold going through. She had several speeches inside the Capitol that was scheduled. And she went through and did them all. So I don't know why she didn't get any jail time. Joey Garcia, again, on J6. He said, Casey seemed like the guy that made too many assumptions. If people are showing up with guns and flap jackets, I think you meant flak.
Yeah.
I don't think flap jackets, because that's like a flapjack. Because that's like a pancake, right? Okay. He said if you got guns and flak jackets, you're playing with gas. It doesn't take a high school education. He loves using the high school reference.
Yeah, he does.
You know what
He
I'm
does.
talking
That's
about?
what I
It's
was
like,
just
that's an
thinking.
insult.
He's like, dang.
You're
dude.
still in high school, bro?
Grow up, bro.
It doesn't take a high school education to figure out you shouldn't be there just in case.
I do. Yeah.
To Casey's point, he didn't know that was going to
Yeah.
happen that day. He was going there just to support the movement and what was going on. It's completely his right to go to the people's house because we paid for that. It's not yours, government. All right, so CAN Taryn 72 on the Israel Part 2 said, hey guys, I've been following the podcast 2 months now. Topics are interesting and the convo flows pretty good. I can see potential growth coming.
Great.
All right, that's good. Good.
Thank you, man.
Javier Garcia, Israel Part 2 said, my guy's bad. I've been slaving these tile jobs lately, and I've been off the podcast. I got the $2 ready. How can I donate?
No, man.
Well,
keep
I'm
the
glad
$2.
you asked because you can go to our website, bottomofthat.com. There's a blue button that says support the show, and just click on your favorite donation, either 99 cents a month, $5 a month, or $20 a month.
But if you're slaving away.
But if you're slaving with
keep
those
the money,
tiles,
man.
hey, send us some tiles.
No, just keep the money. You don't worry about it. We'll keep on.
We'll keep on trucking.
No, we'll keep on having Byron working 3 jobs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody on our
loves it,
YouTube channel, I posted a Israel short
Yeah.
on our YouTube, and Carlos Natarin 2368 said, underrated podcast.
Thank you, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thanks, brother.
I want it to be an X rated. I mean, I
oh,
want it to be just rated correctly.
rated, just not under or over.
No,
I want
Yeah.
it to be just rated.
Yeah.
rated.
Exactly, dude.
This is a rated podcast. And we got another listener. Hey, it's from Australia. Appreciate you joining the podcast. We're live here.
Hello, mate.
Hope you'll also listen to it Friday when it's polished up. I don't know what it sounds like right now.
Somebody from Australia is listening right now.
Yeah, name is Dana HJ.E.
Cool.
Nice.
I don't know what that means, but welcome to the
Shout
show.
out.
Shout out.
And this is on Instagram.
Let me go ahead and hit a wave here. Yeah, I'm gonna wave to you.
Oh, that's awesome.
Also, Chris from the Spotify mobile app on the January 6th Part 1, the question was, should Ashley Babbitt, but it should have been shot? And he said yes.
Dang.
Wow, dude, it's pretty brutal. Ashley was just trying to climb over a barricade, dude. There was really no need to shoot her.
Dang.
That cop was scared, I bet.
Yeah.
But why do you have to just pull your gun out and shoot somebody?
I don't know.
Just, hey, you're not coming over here.
I mean,
Yeah. Game over.
if I was a cop, I would have shot him too.
Ashley Babbitt. Do you ever watch some of these riots and feel like, well, I wish I had a Gatling gun, just mow everybody down?
No, I don't want to go that far.
You went that far last week.
He did. You did.
If that guy's over in the house, I'm killing the whole family.
I'm blowing the
Yeah, that's my
neighborhood up.
family,
I'm
though.
getting a bazooka. What if your family's in the middle and they're like just getting thrashed?
Oh, yeah, everyone's dead. Everyone's dying.
Game over, dude.
Everyone's dying. Yeah, it's going to be...
Okay. All right. Shane Trudell, or excuse me, Amanda Murphy, Israel Part 2 from the Spotify mobile app said, love this podcast. I've been a conspiracy theorist for about 10 years. Believer for only 3.
Whoop, whoop.
I like how she 10 years I got conspiracy, 3 years a believer, so I'm going to mesh that together.
Well,
Jesus is God.
think of the journey that took to get to that point.
I know.
That's probably a story.
It's probably the reason she's a believer now because of the conspiracy.
That's a story I'd like to get.
You know what I'm
behind,
saying?
bro. Yeah.
Because the Shroud of Turin is a conspiracy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
So anyway, that's a show that's coming up in the future. She said, changing my worldview to live for Christ while questioning the narrative is my jam.
It's ours too.
I'll jam that. Shane Trudell from Facebook Messenger sent me a message. He said, hey, and this is on our Facebook page, bottom of that. Hey, you guys should watch The Fall of Minneapolis on George Floyd. And I did.
Didn't we talk about doing that?
I did.
Okay.
No, I asked you guys. I posed.
Is that why? Because
Yeah.
Okay, that's
They
why.
sent me the link, and the whole ordeal oozes conspiracy. I know it's a touchy subject. There's so much there. By the way, you guys are awesome.
Have you noticed we haven't had any riots since Biden's been in?
Yeah, isn't that crazy? He's doing a great job.
Let me think about that. Has it really?
I haven't.
There haven't, is it? Like the Summer of Love, Kenosha just went down and up in flames. Yeah,
Yeah. None of it.
but I did watch that. Y'all need to watch it too.
All right.
It's called The Fall of Minneapolis. Julian Torres from the Spotify. Oh, I'm sorry, Rachel Perry. Rachel Perry's back from Instagram. LOL, good luck. I was just there last week. It's the most liberal state in the nation. I have family there, but ain't no way they'd give your show a chance. Next time I go, I'll sneak into one of their phones and put on the show. Laughing emoji.
What state?
Laughing, crying emoji. Vermont. P.S. Great job pronouncing presupposition.
Ooh, we did it again.
During the creation episode, Byron. That's a wicked tough one. Proud of you.
Man.
So,
That's-
yeah,
that's
Rachel
huge,
Perry,
bro.
by the way, is the one that offered her services
Yeah.
to be our pronunciation coach.
Still need it.
And she was referring to the state of Vermont because that was the last state that we hadn't got into our repertoire. I'm not even sure that's the right
Vermont's
word, but it
super
sounded
liberal.
right.
It fit.
Right. So thanks, Rachel. Julian Torres from the Spotify mobile app said, for the Israel Part 2, lame.
Yeah. I mean, what do you do, man? What do you do?
Did y'all know? Hey, I texted you. Did you notice in one of the promos? I said, this is the highlight of my week. And Joey, did you hear this? Joey
Yeah.
said, yeah, it is too, but sometimes it sucks. Did you notice that?
No.
Yeah, it was right in the beginning of
Yeah,
it, dude.
sometimes it sucks.
I'm like, yeah, it's pretty brutal.
But this is
sometimes.
Julian Torres thinks that episode was lame, so I appreciate that.
Thanks, man.
Don Malik, 79. He's on Instagram right now watching us live. He posted this on Instagram. Y'all made it third place on my top podcast list, and I barely found y'all a few months ago.
Sweet.
It started with the Nephilim episode. For a couple of weirdos, y'all are awesome. You guys are awesome. I look forward to hearing the Friday drops. Hopefully, I can call into the show someday. Much love, y'all.
Yeah, man. Call right now.
Keep rocking. You can call in right now.
Yeah. That'd be awesome.
913-717
You called in right now.
9979. And yeah, just talk about whatever you want to talk about. Mr. Turkey's back on the Israel Part 3 episode. He said it must be Friday. Tone for my OG boys. I think he meant time, but he spelled
Time,
tone.
yeah, time.
Time for my OG boys to bring us the bottom of great conversation and facts. Awesome job, like always. Need Monday, Wednesday, Friday shows, please.
Yeah. I saw that. I literally laughed. That's fine.
Wow.
Well, let's
We
talk.
just-
What if-
Wait,
hey,
hold
you-
on. Let's talk about that. Let's
let's
just say if we got enough revenue, right, and if we made enough money to do that, that would be. I mean, I would not be opposed to supplement my income and making more shows. You know what I mean?
Oh, absolutely.
Dang.
I mean, that's what most of them do.
That's what it's all about, dude.
Right. So like, let's just say we did hypothetically.
Hello. Okay, go.
Let's say hypothetically we got so big that
How big we talking?
I mean big enough to
75 million, 80,
sure.
200.
Just
Did you
it's
say
arbitrary.
75 million?
I'm just saying enough so that you could quit your job, Joey. I could quit my job, and do this full time. And not Tamon.
Yeah.
Byron, he'll be part time.
Right.
Here's the problem.
No, I'll
with
still
that.
be intern.
We would.
I'll
we
be
would-
working for y'all.
If we had that much time together, it's already bad enough with one rabbit hole. It would deduce to like utter nonsense, dude.
You think?
No, I
For
don't think
sure.
Look, I mean,
For
it would,
sure.
look,
It would be
here's-
one episode a day.
here's what
that
it would-
would be 2 hours,
I'll guarantee you.
2-3 hours a day, and then we could go home.
There would be the typical crazy topic that we normally do.
Yeah.
And then we would probably do current events, news of the day types. We'd probably get into that
Okay.
that vein. You know what I'm saying?
And then we could branch off and do like I don't know, whatever we want.
Yeah.
But
we-
anyway, that
yeah.
We're dreaming.
yeah, here we are. Dreaming.
Christy Zarlingo on the Spotify mobile app, Israel Part 3 said she likes the intro music, which we just heard,
Sweet.
and we were talking about that. Lil Guapo. Was that Guapo?
Guapo.
Like Guapolini?
Yeah, like
Handsome.
Israel Part
Guapo.
3. Y'all may have missed the mark this time. Byron saying God is not all-knowing made him a fart muncher.
I know, dude. What a nerd.
Hey, we corrected him. We
did.
corrected him.
We did. dude.
Anytime someone talks about Israel, they should be careful. They're still God's people.
Oh, that's what Byron said too. Byron did say that.
What do you
Well,
think about that, dude?
Huh?
What do you think about that?
Or who said that? No,
Oh,
was
I'm
that
not
Joey
a-
said that?
Who?
Joey still
Lil Guapo.
says that they're still God's people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I said they're not.
Yeah. Funny thing,
Here's my stance, and you can talk about if that's the people. Anybody who rejects Christ is not God's people. Change my mind.
I'll let that soak in.
Never mind. We'll let it.
We'll let
Yeah,
that.
we don't want to go.
That's
on a
Israel
tangent.
Part
Listen.
6.
We can go down that path
Another time.
another time.
I forgot to play my background music
Oh, it's all right.
for the comments. Guys, come on.
You
What are
can-
you doing?
I don't.
You're letting me down.
What do you want us to do, man?
Like, hey, Byron, you're about to read comments. Play the music, dude.
Well, I don't know
Don't
what's
let me
going on
forget
in your
again.
brain 90% of the
Well,
time.
I don't either. It's very awesome. Oh, so calling. So I hope I've got the computer turned up. I've missed no calls. Okay, so we can hear it if
We're
there's
here
a call.
waiting by the phone.
Yeah, we're here waiting
No
by
one-
the phone. If you
no
want to be
one's
part of the
calling.
show today, we're about to talk about Epstein, and it's gonna be a gut punch. I can tell you that for
I
sure.
wouldn't call in during this episode. No
You
way.
could and let us know what you think about the guy, or if you ever met him, or if you have a girlfriend or a daughter that got messed up in this crap.
Yeah. it'd be
Call
terrible.
in and let us know.
Yeah.
You can call the show 913-717-9979 to be part of the show. You can either talk about what we're talking about or just give some weird, strange opinion. Who cares? Jason don't.
Or you can call in and fart into the mic.
You
too.
can.
No, we're-
absolutely.
We're getting rid of the fart.
No, we're.
Byron, stop.
That's why we don't go to 3 shows a week.
That's right.
Okay. So everybody probably know. I'm calling the show the Epstein Chronicles.
Yep.
Do you think we'll do more episodes on this? It's pretty
dude,
dense.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a
it
lot.
is. So it's talking about Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah.
And Jeffrey Epstein and Clay. Oh, we got a call coming in. Let's go. I didn't even hear it. Bottomofthat.com. What can I do for you?
Oh, yes, sir. I'm just calling in, hopefully to be y'all's first caller.
You
of the
are,
Yes,
man.
sir. What's
Hey,
up?
welcome.
First time caller. What's
That's
your name? Where are you
awesome.
calling from?
Woo, woo, woo.
Yeah.
Texas. Don Malik Uzziah.
Oh, what's up, Don? Okay,
Don,
Don
what's
is watching
up?
us on Instagram. Malik, thanks for all the comments you gave us. What's up? What can we do for
Hey,
you?
man, you guys are a blessing.
Thank you, man. Thank you for listening. We really appreciate that.
Yeah, we're just trying to get the truth out there, bro. Trying to get to the bottom of stuff. That's all you can do.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So you got
man.
anything on your mind, bro?
Just keep on doing y'all thing, man. Y'all are going to reach the top and y'all are gonna get to a point where y'all don't have to do anything besides this.
That'll be
Y'all are
Oh,
feeding the
man.
Yeah, that's the
people.
goal, man.
I receive that
I
Yeah.
do too.
in the name of Jesus.
That's
I
cool,
receive it,
man. I
man.
appreciate your love, man. That's good. You know that I think that for us, you know, we started this over a year ago, and we just wanted to do this as like a hobby, and you know, the goal is maybe to eventually, you know, do this full time and have this as a way of income because we like doing it. I mean. But whatever happens, man. If we stay just doing this for fun or whatever, we still want to, you know. And we appreciate you listening, and that's contributes to just our just whole show. And
Yeah.
you know, if you want to blow up, man, you know, spread the word, man. Spread the word.
Yeah, share.
Yeah, definitely share all the any chance I get. I try to repost y'all's episodes on Instagram and all that.
Cool, man.
Appreciate
Hey,
it.
so when we were talking, I think last time, and we were talking about getting merch stuff, man. When we get merch, we're gonna put you down on the list, and you get a free like shirt or something from us.
Yeah.
Wow, that'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you so
Bottomofthat.com.
much.
Well, have a good one, bro.
Thanks for
Thank you.
calling
Y'all
in,
be
man.
blessed.
Thanks for calling.
Yeah,
be
you
blessed,
too,
man.
buddy. Thank you.
Bye.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Well, that's our first caller.
We
Don
gotta
Malik.
call.
Dude, we
It
have to get
worked.
merch. We have to get merch.
We got to get merch now. You
So I
just,
think
you just put it out there.
No,
he's
just
like, free
forced our hand.
merch. Let's go.
Hey, we talked about it before, didn't we?
We did talk
We
about it.
Yeah, we talked
Hey,
about it
and
before.
look, I have dabbled with some merch when I had an old YouTube
Yeah.
channel.
Yeah.
And I've got our graphic, our logo. I can easily put it on a T-shirt.
Dude, it's so easy.
And Susan has a Cricut. So,
Dude.
hey, Mama Smith Homeschool Life just joined. What's up, Mama Smith?
Mama
appreciate you.
Smith.
Appreciate you watching on Instagram. We're also on YouTube and Rumble and also Twitter. And our handles are bottom of that. So that was. And if you want to call the show, 913-717-9979, and you can give us your comments
Dude,
on
what was the handle? The guy's handle?
Don Malik.
Don Malik, man.
79,
that's
I
cool.
think.
That-
Yeah, that
That
was
was
cool.
the first experience for me having somebody
Did you
call
love
in
that?
like that.
Oh,
Yeah,
Jason
that
was
interesting.
Jason was loving it.
Dude,
He
I
was.
loved it. I love the support because it's not just, you know, our family watching this. It's
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, it's
people
somebody-
in Texas.
Yeah,
People in
Texas.
bro.
They
It's
are
awesome.
real.
They,
Yeah.
Remember Mike used to call them like they're just bots.
yeah, that's what
They're
he
real.
said.
These people are real. They're real, Mike.
Yeah,
they're
you
real,
hear
Mike.
that? He called in, man.
Let me go ahead and quote
Yeah, give us a little quote.
Dahana J. I think I'm saying that right. She asked a question on Instagram. Can you call in if you're in Australia? I guess if your phone numbers work.
Yeah, charges may apply. Or
I don't
whatever they say.
Yeah. Be careful.
I mean, it's
with that.
913-717-9979. I don't know how you call in the States, but that's a number you can call. I think it's international, that number. So call in if you're from the land down under.
Down under.
Put another shrimp on the barbie. I probably just lost half our audience.
Yeah, she's not going to call in now.
She's not calling in. Okay,
She's like,
Jeffrey
wow.
Jeffrey Epstein. He was born and raised in Coney Island, New York. That's where they get the name the Coney dog.
Yeah.
By the way, I don't know if y'all knew that. He was a very good student, very bright guy. He skipped a couple of grades and he graduated in 1969. Okay,
The summer.
that's the summer of '69.
It was a great year.
Yeah, I was born in '68.
Were
So
you?
yeah,
You're that close.
December of '68. I was almost in '69. So
December 3rd.
no, December 7th, Pearl Harbor Day.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's your birthday?
Yes, sir.
Man.
We both said it.
Dang, dude.
Here
that's
comes the sun.
that's heavy, brother.
Doo-doo-doo-doo.
He attended Cooper Union College for about 2 years. Then he dropped out, but he ended up with a teaching job at the Dalton School. I don't know what that means. I didn't even look it up or research it, but I'm sure it's professional. In 1976, Alan ACE Greenberg was running Bear Stearns, and one day Micheal Tennenbaum, sounds like a tree. Oh, Tennenbaum. Oh, so I get off the rails real quick. Micheal Tennenbaum, he was a Bear Stearns executive. He got a call from ACE Greenberg, and he said that a trustee of Dalton School had a young professor named Jeff Epstein, and he wanted to come to Wall Street. ACE asked Micheal to interview him. So he got hired to develop, check this out. I don't even know what this means. He got hired to develop and market their quantitative analysis for options. I'm sure somebody out there knows what that means.
Yeah.
So he created that. And Michael said he was very good at his job. He almost got fired for lying on his resume.
Him lying?
Jeff
No,
Epstein.
I don't believe it.
See, it already when I started doing the research, he's already a douchebag.
Yeah. He's a little
So
sleazer.
he lied on his resume, and he almost got fired. But the guy that hired him, he said he was so charismatic and so manipulative. He kind of fell into a trance while he was talking to him. He's very quick-witted, and he kind of disarmed him and was like, "Oh, okay, I get it.
You can
Listen,
have my
brother.
wallet.
Yeah.
Here's the keys to my house.
Yeah." So he stayed on, and they made him a limited partner at Bear Stearns.
Oh, man. That's what's up.
So a few years went by, and then he was fired for breaking some rules. I don't know what the rules he broke, but he got fired. Now, here comes in Stephen Hoffenberg. This guy was a CEO of Towers Financial Corporation. Very big corporation. He was like a mogul. He was the one flying around in private jets, doing all the mogul stuff. And Jeffrey probably saw that and was like, that's the kind of lifestyle I want.
Yeah.
So Jeffrey claims that he's responsible for the billionaire that Jeffrey became. So he's saying, I'm the one that probably got Jeffrey Epstein.
Yeah, Steven said that.
Steven said, I'm probably the one that got him there. And on what I was researching, he said he regrets it.
Really?
Yeah, he said, I regret, because this guy actually was running a Ponzi scheme at the Towers Financial Corporation. Him and Jeff Epstein was running this thing together. He said he was his partner in crime. Steve Hoffenberg actually went to prison, federal prison, for 20 years, but he didn't give up Jeffrey.
Wow.
He didn't rat Jeffrey out. But he does say that he is responsible, and if he knew, of course, look, hindsight is always 20/20.
Mm-hmm.
If you look back, you're like, I shouldn't have given that guy a chance, but really, how do you know? You never really know.
Yeah.
So
some things you do, though.
Some things you do.
Some things you do.
Well, this guy was already running a Ponzi scheme, so he was kind of like, oh, this is my brother.
Yeah, it sounds like he's, I don't know. I don't want to, we'll listen on. I was going to say he's
So,
probably involved in it, but.
So in 1986, after he left Bear Stearns, then he met Stephen Hoffenberg, and he was his partner in crime. They made like $460 million Ponzi scheme, and here's how they did it. They used false financial statements to exaggerate the value of his company, which lured in investors. So that's how a Ponzi scheme works. You fake the value of your stuff, and the investors go, oh, I want a piece of that. And they give you money, and you're making money.
Yeah.
And there's no value of your company.
That sounds like what I do every day.
What? So here, Jeffrey, he was manipulating stock prices. He was trading stock illegally. Oh. Okay. So around this time, he met this guy named Les Wexner. These names, you just can't make these names up.
Yeah.
Les Wexner. He owned The Limited, which is a female fashion company, which The Limited is an umbrella corporation over multiple franchises, such as Victoria's Secrets.
I heard something.
Really?
Was that a phone call?
No.
No?
It's probably
Okay.
me texting. Somebody texting me.
Okay.
My haters.
So, like for instance, Victoria's Secrets.
Mm-hmm.
So that was the umbrella corporation over that.
Oh, really? It was?
The Limited, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, and here's what's strange here. Now, y'all can bounce stuff off me after you hear this stuff. Les signed a power of attorney to Jeff Epstein for all his financial affairs.
Mm.
When I heard that,
What'd you think?
I was like, oh, he already got some dirt on this dude.
think
You
Epstein-
already got
yeah,
some
You think
dirt.
Epstein does?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, this is the kind of snake he is.
Caught him with some
He'll
cocaine
go-
and some hookers.
Either that.
That's what happened.
Well, I think it's even worse than that, because there was questions where he was in a deposition where they were asking, did you ever have any homosexual relations with Les Wexner?
Oh.
And he said, I
Epstein?
plead the fifth. He plead the fifth on everything.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Because that's one thing you can honestly say.
yeah.
Nah, I didn't. Unless,
Yeah. Right.
Go
Yes,
ahead.
he
Go,
did.
go ahead and ask me.
So when I heard
Go
that,
ahead and ask me, Joey.
Have you ever had sexual relations with a
Les Westner?
I plead the fifth. It just doesn't work, right?
No,
No.
it means
It means you did. You did.
Hey, I got news for you. It means you gay.
Yeah.
He's gay.
And
That's funny.
which
So I can't prove this, but why else would you sign over a power of attorney over all your financial affairs unless you got into bed with this dude,
Literally,
got in
Yeah.
bed with him, and then said, "Hey, guess what?
I got a picture.
Here's what's going to happen now,"
I got a picture of you.
and that started the
It's game
course of
over.
his douchiness.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah,
So
then
that's
he
the kinda-
exploited the sexuality, and then he grew from there, dude. That
Yeah.
makes sense. The logic checks out.
so okay, so Epstein told Steven, which was the dude that hired him, Hoffenberg, because they still communicated even after he left Bear Stearns. He told Steven, and this is why I think this is why I said what I said. He told Steven how he planned to manipulate and control Les Wexner's fortune of billions of dollars so that Jeffrey could invest and make substantial income.
Yeah.
I mean, boom, right there. How
Right.
else would you manipulate and control that? All right, between 1991 and 2006, Epstein oversaw the sale of more than $1.3 billion of stock from Wexner's company, The Limited. In 2019, Les Wexner said he cut ties with Epstein back in 2007 after he discovered that Epstein had stolen more than $46 million from him, but he didn't press charges.
Wow.
Again, leverage. Epstein also used his relationship with Lex Wessner to approach young women, often claiming that he was a talent scout for Victoria's Secret.
This is his end.
Yeah.
This is
So-
the end. Yeah.
So I'm building a kind of a case here. So if anybody has not heard, if you've been living on a rock and you don't know who this
Epstein
this
fellow.
crazy pedophile is, I'm giving you kind of a background of kind of how he started. So he was very rich in 2007. It seemed like he just came out of nowhere. He just kind of popped out because all of a sudden he had $15 to $20 million house in Palm Beach, Florida. He had one of the largest townhouses in New York City. He had a massive apartment in Paris, and he had his own private island in the Caribbean. And he had a sprawling ranch in New Mexico. He had 2 helicopters. He had 2 airplanes, one a 727. And like nobody knew this guy like in the public. Like you didn't know him like Tom Cruise
Right.
Yeah.
or Chris Hemsworth. You just didn't like Jeff Epstein. Who's that? What are you
Yeah.
talking about? So apparently out of the 80s, there was a lot more powerful men that liked Jeff and they trusted him to handle their money. Now this is, I don't know if it means anything, but it's interesting. Trump and Epstein both are wealthy guys from New York City, and they ended up living a mile apart along Billionaires Row in Palm Beach.
Yeah. So I saw this one video of Trump and Epstein. And Trump, they asked Trump, "Did you know Epstein?" He goes like, "I knew him, but
Yeah.
I knew him in passing." He's like, "I knew him, and you know, we talked." He goes, "I never liked the guy. I never knew him."
I wasn't a fan.
Yeah,
Wasn't a fan.
That's
what he
exactly
said.
that's exactly what he said.
Yeah.
Did you watch it?
Yeah, I seen it.
Okay, so
They asked him.
Wasn't
He was like, I didn't, I wasn't a fan. He said, we had a falling out about 15 years ago. Wasn't a fan. Still not a fan.
yeah,
right on.
But I will say this. He's not the only one that distanced himself when Epstein went to prison. He wasn't the only one.
there was like another president
was-
I know that visited
Oh.
the island like 15 times on some kind of log, flight
Yeah.
log.
Yeah.
Epstein even had a picture of this president,
There's tons
naked.
of pictures, yeah.
Oh, seriously?
a painting.
Wow.
Or I'm sorry, not naked. It was a picture of this president in a dress.
Nice.
Oh, okay. I'll do. Okay. Okay. Just I'm getting sidetracked on
We're in
Instagram.
the weeds here.
Yeah. Dahani. I'm sorry, Dana. I think I said that right. So you guys were on my #1 most listened podcast in 2023 from Spotify. Can you please follow me? It would make me the happiest person alive.
Follow.
Yes, I will
It's
follow
done.
you after we stop
Done
our
deal.
live and follow you. Absolutely.
Yeah.
So here we go. Maria Farmer. Let's just do a quick timeline here, okay? Maria Farmer. She met Jeffrey Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell.
Is it Ghislaine? Ghislaine?
It's Ghislaine. It's Ghislaine. Yeah, I don't know why she spells it like that.
Ghislaine.
It's Ghislaine. Ghislaine Maxwell in 1995 at an art show where they bought her paintings. So she was an artist. Eileen Guggenheim, she was a former dean student at New York Academy of Art. Now, this is from Maria's account. She said that Eileen came to her because the 3 paintings that she painted were like, she called it an Alice in Wonderland
Yeah.
thing where there was a girl laying in a tub, kind of a short skirt. It wasn't too risque, but it was, I was like, why? I didn't understand the painting. Like, why are you laying in
Yeah.
the tub? It was weird.
It's art, man. It's abstract.
Well,
It's
I don't get it.
subjective.
Yeah, I don't get it. But she said somebody was buying her paintings, and all 3 of them for like $12,000.
Yeah.
And then Eileen came to her and said, "Hey, I want you to sell these paintings to Jeffrey Epstein." And she gave the price, and she kind of forced her to do it. Said, "You need to do this for these people." A couple of months went by after she sold the paintings to Jeff. And Jeffrey called her up on the phone and said, "I got a job for you. You're going to be managing the door of my new property in Manhattan on 71st Street," which was a mansion, by the way. It's huge. If you ever watch and most of these resources, I'm getting off a documentary on Netflix. If you go, you can see how massive this door is.
Yeah.
You're going to manage this door. So Jeffrey asked Maria if she had any siblings, and that's where Amy Farmer came into the picture. She was younger. She was 16, and he offered Annie to pay for expensive trips internationally to help her build her resume because she wanted to go to like Ivy League schools. So that's what she showed interest in. So he was like, "Hey, you know what? I'll help your sister out. I'll send her on trips to like Taiwan and Vietnam, and she can get this resume built up so she can go to these Ivy League schools." So, of course, Annie felt like she was very grateful. The trip was supposed to be in July of that year. So he suggested that Annie come out to meet him and Ghislaine at their remote location, and the ranch is called Zorro Ranch. It's in Stanley, New Mexico. Now, you're probably wondering, where's the parents at in this? Well, the mother was understanding that the trip was also other people that had similar interest
Yeah.
that were going to go. There was like a group.
Yeah.
That was the understanding. But that was not the case because when she got to the ranch, she realized she was the only one there.
Yeah.
Except for Jeffrey and Ghislaine. So they showed up. They showed her around this massive ranch. And the way she told it, they were showing it around like, you should be impressed.
And how old was this girl?
16.
16. Wow.
You should be impressed by everything I'm showing you right now. Look how grandiose I am.
Yeah.
Look how important I am.
16, a child.
Yeah.
A baby. That's crazy, dude.
So then Ghislaine asked her if she ever had a professional massage.
Yeah.
Annie said, "No, I haven't." Then she told her to remove her clothes
I'm good.
and lay on the table under a sheet.
Nah.
And when she lay on her back, she moved the sheet down and exposed her breast and started massaging her inappropriately.
Wow.
And while this was happening, Annie felt like the door, all the doors were open. So it wasn't a room that was closed. And she felt like Jeffrey was probably watching them. Okay. Then the next morning, Jeffrey came into her room where she was sleeping and stated that he wanted to cuddle with her. Climbed into bed, touched her inappropriately. She like freaked out and made an excuse like, "I got to go to the bathroom," and she stayed in the bathroom and was freaking out. She never told anybody about this.
Yeah.
She kept it quiet, and she went ahead and took her trip to Thailand and Vietnam. Now, while her sister was on the trip to Thailand, Maria got another call from Jeffrey, and explained he wanted help. He wanted to help her with her artist career because remember, he bought the paintings from her.
Yeah.
So, hey, I want to help you. So it seems already that's kind of his in. He goes for vulnerable young girls.
Children.
Yes. Children that somehow thinks that
He promises
this
them
dude can help me, and this is actually what I want to do.
And he promises a life of grandeur, giving them these ideas that things are going to be this way.
Yeah.
And that's his end.
That is his end, because I want to help you with your painting career. So 1996, Jeffrey sent Maria to New Albany, Ohio, to a 26,000 square foot home right behind none other than Les Wexner's home.
Oh, the dude.
Yeah, the dude.
That dude.
So he came back into the story, didn't he? Les Wexner. He was the former CEO of Limited Brands. So, and it stated that he was a billionaire friend. He was a client of Jeffrey, and he would do anything. So now he's a client. All of a sudden, I'm not working. I'm not working for Leg. I'm now a client.
Yeah.
Okay. So Maria was working on her craft, painting, and one day Jeffrey and Ghislaine came to visit one night. Ghislaine came and asked her to rub Jeffrey's feet.
That's weird.
Yeah. I need you to come and rub Jeffrey's feet. So reluctantly, she performed the task to show that she was not ungrateful for the help that they were giving her.
Right.
Yeah.
Then Jeffrey came and asked her, hey, come up and sit on the bed. And Ghislaine was on the other side, and they were touching her in different ways on her chest. Maria did not like this, and she started crying. And Ghislaine was like, shh, it's going to be okay. Shh, it's going to be okay. Trying to comfort her. At some point, Maria jumped up out of the bed. She said she catapulted out of the bed. She ran into her room and put a piece of furniture in front of the door, and she just barricaded herself in the door and stayed there until the morning. The next day, when she got back to New York, she informed the FBI of what happened. No one ever called her back.
What?
So, 1996, and Ghislaine found out that she told the FBI, and Ghislaine told Maria, hey, you better watch your back, because now she was on her hit list.
Yeah, because didn't they have ties to the FBI? Epstein had ties to the FBI.
I don't know how deep that goes.
Because wasn't he an informant at one point? Yeah.
Yes, I did hear something about that, because one of the guys that went to jail said he didn't turn state's evidence over because he was doing something for the Department of Defense. And I didn't really understand that. So
yeah, this whole thing it goes deep.
Yeah. So Ghislaine said, you better watch your back. I know you like to go running on the West Side Highway, and that's probably not going to be a safe place for you anymore, because there are a lot of ways to die on that highway.
Wow.
Boom. What? Okay. Let's keep going. 1990. So we're moving. That was 96. 99, Virginia Giuffre. She was 16 years old. She got a summer job at Donald Trump's Mar-a-Lago as a locker room attendant in the spa area. So that's where that happened. And at the time, she wanted to become a massage therapist. Okay, so that's a real profession. And shortly after getting the job, she met an English lady. English. That came up to her. And by the way, that's Ghislaine. Oh, here we go. We got a call coming in.
Uh-oh.
I guess we should take it.
I think we should take it.
Bottom of that, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, this Little Guapo. I'm
Little
Michigan.
Guapo.
What's up, dude?
I've been listening to you guys. I've been to every now. So
Sweet,
when you guys
dude.
at work, I just wanted to call in and see
See
what's
if
going on.
Yeah,
Oh,
see-
man, that's
see if it
awesome,
was
bro.
real.
Yeah, it's
That's
for real.
awesome. You're our second caller, man.
Yeah, second caller.
This is-
Appreciate it.
Yeah, we're
Only
just-
the second caller? Jeez.
I
Yeah.
know,
well, we just
man.
started. Well, we started this the call thing with like a few.
Last
Yeah,
time we went
last
live.
time we
Last time.
recorded, and then this week, of course, I'm
Yeah.
not live on all the platforms. What platform did you hear that number called out?
I'm on YouTube listening
Okay.
right now.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
YouTube. Oh, so you see us live, huh?
Awesome.
Little
What's up?
Guapo, what's up, dude?
Yeah, I just wanted to. Are you guys doing more stuff on Israel, or is that series kind of done?
We
Well,
thought
we
about going.
did-
Yeah, we talked about doing a few more episodes because there's a lot more to
Yeah.
unpack and get all our thoughts out. I feel like we
Absolutely.
were.
We could become an Israel channel real quick. There's so much there, dude.
Yeah, there's a lot to talk about with that. So
Yeah, it's
Yeah, I
it's
just,
kind of never ending for sure.
yeah, have you guys heard of a replacement theory?
Yeah, we were talking about that.
No,
When did you talk about that?
I don't know if we
Well,
talked about replacement theory.
you-
We talked about
well, you-
replacement theology.
Oh, is that a difference?
Okay, yeah.
I think it's different.
Yeah, because
I
he
think
was
it's kinda the
Joey's
same
like
thing.
Byron's replacement
What's
theology.
replacement theory?
Yeah, talk to us.
It's from what I understand, and I was just talking about this with somebody, so I'm not, the all-knowing source of
Sure.
knowledge here.
Hey,
but
neither are we.
from my
man.
understanding, yeah. Well, you guys use Wikipedia as a source. so-
Exactly. dude, exactly.
He caught us.
The
Dang
best,
it,
the
dude.
best source in the world.
We're out here trying,
yeah,
bro.
I mean, that's straight from
You guys
Jesus'
are-
mouth.
You guys are great, though.
Thank
Seriously.
you, thank you.
But yeah, from what I understand, it's saying that instead of us Gentiles being grafted into the tree of Israel, like the family lineage,
Yeah.
we totally replace like the Jewish state and their claim to the
Yeah.
Abrahamic blessing.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Oh,
That's what
Okay, so you
Byron.
guys- you guys
That's
have
what
talked
Byron
about that already?
believes.
I
Yeah.
think I don't.
We
yeah.
talked about it a lot off air.
Yeah.
We well, and I said it jokingly on the air because we had a long
Yeah.
discussion about it. Because Byron, I think you believe that.
Yeah, I think that is what
Replacement
Byron. That's
Well, we're
exactly.
grafted in.
And I'm like, dude, no.
Yeah.
bro, what are you
Byron
talking
thinks
about?
that it takes
What-
it.
look, I'm
over.
just-
there's grafted
telling
in
you-
and there's
I'm-
replacing it though.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, I don't
it's
think we're
different.
replacing. I think we're part of
Oh
it
yeah,
now.
we totally are grafted in. But
Yeah, we're part.
not
We're part of
totally.
it. We have the Abrahamic blessing now,
Oh, okay.
without having to be Jewish.
Exactly. Yeah.
Now he's doubling back, dude.
No,
What a-
I'm not, dude.
What
I'm
a
telling you what the
nerd.
scripture says.
What a nerd, dude. Well,
I'm
yeah,
telling you what the scripture says.
we got real heated off the air, man, and then like on the air, that's why I was like, replacement theology over here. And
Yeah, Byron was getting a little bit wild at that
I-
part 3. I was like
dude, there's no
really
rules.
disappointed.
That's right. We
Being a bit
coached
of a fart
him.
muncher.
We coached him through it. you
Yeah,
know.
we helped him get through
I'm going to
it.
continue to
All right, well,
enforce.
do some of that on air. 'cause
Okay.
We want to hear that.
Okay,
we'll
yeah,
do
Yeah,
it,
look
bro.
at get spicy.
yeah, we will get spicy.
Hey,
Yeah.
we will. Well, these calls will help, man. I
Yeah.
really feel like they will. If you guys, even right now.
Different
Give us feedback.
perspective. Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
For real, dude.
Yeah. Cool. Well, yeah, thank you guys for doing what you're doing. Thank you for getting to the bottom of that. Love your podcast. It's really I don't know the right word for this.
Special.
Yeah. Maybe not special the way that you're saying, but
Yeah.
it's really truthful. It's, 3 regular guys that I can relate to. It's really bare bones. It's just like listening to a group of friends talk, and
Yeah,
I
yeah,
really
that's
appreciate
good,
what
man.
you guys
Yeah.
are doing.
Yeah, that's kind of
Yeah,
that's
I mean,
our
stop
goal.
using Wikipedia, but
Yeah.
You can't win them all, man.
Well,
Yeah.
man, we appreciate you
Yeah.
calling, man.
Yeah,
of
no
course.
doubt,
Hey,
man.
when are you going to do a Nephilim episode, though? Because I need more giant stuff.
We need
you know
some
what,
more
we should do
content.
part 2.
Should we do a part 2? Yeah, another one.
Yeah, that's another one we could become a
That's our
Nephilim
top
show.
episode
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
do that.
that's what got me to the podcast. It was the top hit on Spotify when I searched giants. So,
Oh, really? That's
no
good.
kidding.
That's good to know, dude.
yeah, you guys are really
Yeah, we'll get
popping off
Jacob
out
in here.
there.
He's really heavy
Yeah,
on that
Joey
subject.
knows a butt ton of stuff too
Well,
Yeah,
I just
because
love,
he is a
Dude,
Nephilim.
yeah.
I love biblical stuff that's kind of like
out there.
Strange. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Fringe
The
and
Watchers.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, like Book of Enoch, that whole thing.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
like, dude,
Let's
this
go.
Yeah.
It's real funky.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we might do that. Keep you looking out. We might do that here soon.
Definitely. Every Friday I listen.
All right,
right,
cool,
bro.
man. All right,
Appreciate
thanks
it,
for
little
calling.
guapo.
Yeah, thank
All right,
you.
God bless.
All right.
too,
Oh,
man.
where are you calling from?
Oh, Michigan.
Michigan.
Oh,
Michigan.
Wolverines. Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.
Roll
We don't say
Tide,
roll
brother.
tide up here.
I know. You'll be saying it when we meet on the 1st.
I can't stop saying it, dude. It's fun to say.
I'm good saying it. I'm good.
All right, man. Stay warm. Have a good one.
We'll
All right.
catch you later, Guapo.
Yeah, you too.
Bye.
Bye.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. That's what he was saying right there.
Yeah, no.
Hey, I think we should open the phone lines at the end.
Oh, and then
Yeah.
and then get through the show,
Yeah.
and then Okay, gotcha. Instead of the interruption.
I don't care right now. I'm just saying for this because we're
Yeah,
all
but-
new
yeah,
at
with
this.
this-
This is
Flying by the seat
all
of our-
new.
I don't know. I kind of like it, dude.
I like it too, but then when we post a video, and somebody's like, we were just in something deep
Yeah.
right there,
Yeah.
and the call, which was great. I love the call. Keep
Yeah,
calling.
What are you saying right now, dude?
I'm saying that.
What are you trying to say? Are you upset that little Guapo
No,
just
I
called us?
love that he called.
I love that name.
I show
though.
more love to our
Then zip
listeners
it.
than you do, Joey.
Whatever, dude.
Listen,
You don't know
here's
nothing.
what I'm gonna say.
I give out free merch. What have you given out? Okay,
here's
we
what
don't
I-
even have the merch.
Here's
you
what
know
I
what?
love. I love Jason comes alive when these calls come
He
on.
does.
Have
He
you noticed
does.
that?
He does,
He was
man.
like,
Yeah,
I'm talking to my brother right now.
He's
Dude.
like, listen, bud, we're gonna give
Listen.
you some free merch.
Yeah, see,
What kind of
have you-
pizza you like? You like pepperoni?
Bro, they're our
Send one to you.
lifeblood. They're our lifeblood, man.
Yes.
This is
It's true,
what,
bro.
I mean,
It's
who do you
true.
think's paying for these lights?
dude. If we didn't have
And this
listeners,
mixer.
it would just be us talking to each other.
And how
I
boring.
can't do that.
That's lame.
Yeah, that's true. That's true, man.
We have something to say, and there people are listening, and they're not bots. And they're not bots.
They're not bots, Mike.
They're
Yeah.
real people.
Listen, Bolivia, there is somebody there.
Mike said they're just VPNs from other
Yeah, they-
countries. Cool, Mike.
All right. Jesus
true.
gave the land to the Jews. It says it in the Bible. Yes. I
See?
agree with that. It does say it in the Bible.
There you go, Byron. You've
Thank
been
you, Donna
schooled.
J. Dana.
You've been
Dana J.
schooled, homeboy.
Dana J.E. Okay, anyway. Oh, here we go. Where was I? Oh, 1999. This chick, 16, got a job at Trump's Mar-a-Lago.
Yeah.
She met an English lady, which the English lady is Ghislaine Maxwell.
Oh, nice.
Okay. Hello, would you like to do a masseuse?
Masseuse.
So Ghislaine noticed her interest in becoming a masseuse and informed her, hey, I know this guy.
Yeah.
I know that he lives right down the block here.
Great
and
guy.
he's been looking for somebody to be a traveling masseuse. He's looking for somebody to travel with him for a masseuse.
Oh, dude.
Wow. So that's exciting, right? So she said, you know what? After work, I can take you over and I can introduce you to him. So she was like, well, yeah, sure. Okay. Sounds great. Ghislaine takes her upstairs to the massage room, and there's this man laying naked, face down on the table.
Just cheeks up.
Cheeks up.
Oh, that's funny.
So-
All cheeked up, man.
That's terrible, bro.
It is horrible. So Virginia's thinking, okay, so immediately, this is her thought process, and I get it. She's thinking, oh, this is the kind of world.
Yeah, this is
This is the way This is the way masseuses. This is it.
Because she was new at that
Right.
point.
So
and young
obviously,
and impressionable.
I'm gonna massage somebody, and they're naked on the table. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, cheeks up.
So, yeah, but that, it didn't end that way. So Virginia's thinking, this is the word I got to learn about. So Ghislaine starts to train her. So Ghislaine actually says, here's how you perform massage. So she's actually massaging on the naked guy, showing her, here's what you got to do.
Yeah.
So they start asking her, and spoiler, the guy on the table is Jeffrey Epstein, okay? They start asking her about who she is, like, where are you from? Where's your upbringing? So Virginia had been a runaway. She had been abused, younger than 16, abused. So she had a very tragic upbringing.
So she's vulnerable.
Can you see the pattern?
Yeah, detects vulnerable young
Vulnerable
girls.
young people that have already been, have horrible
Tough
upbringing.
lives.
Yes.
And
So they ask her, hey, take off your clothes. And Ghislaine starts taking off her clothes. Like, yeah, take your clothes off. It's normal. So Virginia didn't know what to do. So she just kind of went with the flow and did what they asked. So Ghislaine starts touching her from behind. And then it went from that. Then it went to oral sex.
mm-hmm.
And then it went to getting on top of the table
Sure.
with the naked man. So when Virginia's telling the story, of course, she's an adult now, and she thinks back. She's not sure how it went from so real, like I'm trying to learn this new art, to perverted and dark. It went really fast. It was like all of a sudden, oh, I'm learning about masseuse. Oh my gosh, what's happening?
Yeah.
And it went real fast. So after they were through, if you catch what I mean, they said the interview went great. They called that an interview.
Mm.
And they said, you're going to come back tomorrow. And she did. So she became a regular for Jeffrey. and they like promised her the world.
Yeah. Well,
So you already heard all the places that Jeffrey owns. So he's flying all over the world, a jet setter. So Jeffrey and Ghislaine had a way of telling her that this abuse that you're going through, they had a way of normalizing it to make this is normal.
gaslighting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this is normal.
What
You shouldn't
Jason's
feel
really good
bad
at.
about this. Yeah, Jason's he's a pro.
Yeah.
So as the abuse
So mean to
continued, Virginia now felt like she was a slave to these people. She felt like she was actually terrified and couldn't get away because of all the stuff that she had already done. So
Do I
then,
hear a dog? Hold on. Do I hear a dog?
listen. Oh yeah, that's the Pomeranians next door.
Dang it.
Is
Oh,
it
I'm
really?
sorry. No, it's corgis. Corgis over there. I got Pomeranians the other
Are you
side.
serious?
Yeah.
I thought you had a dog in your basement. I was like, what is going on here?
Yeah, it does sound like it's in the room with us, dude.
It does. It's right there at the. Yeah, these houses are pretty close. I could probably jump on the roof.
You want to?
Yeah, let's try it.
Okay.
Especially with is it dark yet? Yeah.
Get stuff that
Okay, so they started trafficking Virginia. At this point,
I'm gonna kill that dog because
I wonder if you can hear it on the podcast.
yeah, you can. We can hear it in our headphones.
Yeah, give
anyway,
us a call,
keep on going.
913-717-9979.
Tell us
Tell
you
us
can
you can
hear
hear
the-
the dog.
You guys hear that bark?
So where was I? She felt like a slave. They started trafficking Virginia.
She was in at that
They
point.
started lending her out to all their friends.
Yeah, to all other millionaire.
Sickos, dude.
And put yourself in the shoes of the young girl. I mean,
Virginia?
Yeah, she's now being prostituted out to all these millionaires, and
Guess
she's
what? There were politicians as well.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I'm sure. And she's thinking that, what can I do now? How can I get out of this? These are powerful people who have money. I'm just gonna have to do this.
Right.
This
That's
is
the
my
way
life
she
now.
feels. Yes.
Yeah, this is my life now.
Trapped.
And
Literally.
she is trapped. Because who's gonna believe this young girl, right? And this is the truth. Who's gonna believe this young girl against this dude that has money, probably has politicians in his pocket, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah, FBI.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
I mean,
politicians. Yeah.
that's just what it is. She is trapped.
Matter of fact, it's funny you said that because she said Jeffrey made statements like this: "People owe me favors."
Yeah.
And he said that I can get away with this and I'll never get caught. So at this point, it's not like the first encounter. It was kind of like new and do this. Now it's like, no, I'm doing this and I can get away with it and there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
In your face.
Yeah.
So
I own.
he
you,
said,
basically.
I own the Palm Beach Police Department. That's what he said. I own them.
Yeah. I'm sure he did.
Also, this was later on. This was 99. Fast forward to 2001. She recalls a time that she was sexually abused by Prince Andrew.
Oh. Nice.
So she met him in London at Ghislaine Maxwell's on March 10th, 2001. He was 41 years old. Not sure. She was 16 in 99. Where would that make her? 18? 19? Something like that. They met at a local club. Then they went back to Ghislaine's place. Ghislaine tells Virginia that here's what you're going to have to do for Prince. You're going to have to do the same thing you do for Jeffrey.
Yeah.
And of course, Ghislaine denies all these allegations. All these victims that come forward and say all this stuff, these people have denied these allegations. Prince Andrew, of course, denies the allegations.
Right.
Buckingham Palace released a statement and said, "It is emphatically.
That's really
can't
good.
say
man.
it.
No, keep on doing it.
No, keep trying.
It is emphatically denied that the Duke of York had any form of contact or sexual relationship with Virginia Roberts."
That's actually pretty good. to
That's
be
what they
honest.
said in
That-
Buckingham.
I really enjoyed that.
Also, this is interesting too. Virginia, this Giuffre, the same chick, said that Epstein forced her to have sex with Dershowitz, Alan Dershowitz. And Dershowitz has vehemently denied this allegation and sued Giuffre over this statement. But she holds her claim. Alan Dershowitz is Epstein's lawyer, by the way. It's an attorney.
Oh, that's why he sued.
Yeah,
He's
I
like,
was gonna say,
I'm
like-
suing.
Yeah.
It's always like it.
So
That's
these
just- it's a
okay,
thing.
so
amongst attorneys.
The above stories I
suing you.
just mentioned, those are just tips of the iceberg. This behavior gets way worse in Palm Beach. Let's go to 2002. Shauna Riviera. She was 14 years old when she met Jeffrey. Her friend told her that she was going to this guy's house, and I can't go alone. I don't want to go by myself. Please come with me. They went to the massage room. Her friend told her that she was going to have to give him a massage, and they both had to take their clothes off.
Wait, whose friend? Who? What?
Shauna Riviera.
Who was her friend?
It didn't say.
Oh, freaking nerds.
Her friend leaves her alone with Jeffrey, and then he does the same thing that we've heard in the other victim stories.
Same pattern.
Yep, same pattern. Massage, he flips over, and yeah. Not long after this, she would get a phone call from somebody, like just some rando, and said, hey, there's going to be a cab that shows up at your door. I need you to take it. You're going to go to Jeffrey's. And she'd get in the cab.
Yeah.
Now, mind you.
And weren't they giving them money too?
No.
They weren't giving them money?
He was giving them money.
Right, that's what I meant. Yeah.
Yeah, he would give them $200 to come over and give a massage. Now, what he started doing is she did that for like 3 or 4 years.
Yeah.
Now, what you got to remember, Palm Beach is one thing. You go over the bridge, there's a place called West Palm Beach.
Yeah.
It looks nothing like Billionaire's Row.
Right.
Trailer parks, ghettos, tragic, just people down on their luck.
Yeah.
That's the kind of people we're dealing with. And
Have
these are high school.
Have you been
Yeah,
there?
I was growing up. No,
I would say.
I haven't been there. I just saw the pictures.
I mean, you're from the South, so. I figured you'd be-
Yeah, I'm from LA,
Yeah,
dude.
it's all the same.
I'm from LA, definitely. It's Lower Alabama for Roll Tide people. 2002, same year, Courtney Wild, she was 14. She had the same experience as the story I just mentioned. And she brought about 40 to 60 girls over the next 3 to 4 years.
Dang.
She actually states that she was molested by Jeffrey. So what he's doing is he's saying, hey, I'll give you $200, come massage me.
Bring your friends.
If they don't feel comfortable, he goes, well, if you bring somebody else, I'll still give you $200.
Yeah.
So they would go and recruit people.
It's a pyramid scheme for sex.
Yes. And for underage girls.
Yep.
Children.
Wow, dude, that is disgusting, bro.
Micheal Licata met Jeffrey in December 2004. She was 16. A friend of hers told her in class, hey, I know a way you can make some extra money for Christmas by massaging this old guy for about 45 minutes. And she thought, well, it seems weird, but okay. A little money before Christmas. So a friend drove her to Jeffrey's mansion, informed her that if anybody asks you your age, tell them you're over 18. Not sure, but if anybody does, you're over 18. After the massage started, he would tell her how pretty she was, and he would let her know if she could move her she could move her clothes down to her underwear. Take your clothes off down to your skivvies or your underwear. He would grab her thighs and he would start masturbating just on the table, right? And when he tried to touch her private parts, she backed away and said, I don't know if I could do this, and started freaking out. And then that's what I mentioned here. He said, after he was done, he gave her $200, and he said he would like to see her again. She felt used, and she said, I'm never coming back here. So there's some people that go through this experience and are like, ooh, I'm out of here.
Yeah.
But some people get
Trapped.
I don't know where they get trapped. I'm going to read.
Well, they get trapped with the money. I mean, think about it. I mean, if somebody's really in a poor state, and
Yeah.
$200.
Yeah, think about it. This is a multimillionaire, and he's like just flashing $200 around.
And think
each
about
time
But
you
these
go
people are
fast-
like $200. Wow,
And
That's what I'm saying.
45 minutes. That's
And how
nothing.
fast would a 14-year-old girl spend $200 that night?
and that's just one
Oh,
time. So
yeah.
like, let's say
So
they
she
went
need to
2 or
come
3
back.
times a week.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
So Haley Robson was 16. She met Jeffrey, and she was very vulnerable because she had been a rape victim at 15. So she'd already been raped before.
Mm-hmm.
So, and that was from like a 21-year-old. And she was like spiraling out of control with drugs and alcohol, just a bad scene. So this girl that she went to high school with said, hey, I know a guy that'll give you $200 just to give him a massage. Her immediate reaction was, this is my way out. This is my way out of West Palm Beach.
Yep. Told you.
I'm getting out of here. So she noticed that there were a lot of statues in Jeffrey's house, a lot of wall art. There was a lot of nudity on these pictures, and there were young girls in these pictures. So as the massage begins, he's naked. He tries to touch her inappropriately below the belt. She says, that's not going to happen. And he states, well, if that's not going to happen, I'll give you $200 if you bring any of your friends over. So she worked for Jeffrey for about a year and recruited 24 girls. All of those girls were under 18.
Jeez.
So you see the pattern here? He's a predator.
Yeah.
And this is hunting ground.
Super predator.
Hunting ground, because all these girls are just recruiting. So you're probably wondering, why didn't these girls just run out of the situation, not come back? Well, Jeffrey is the type of sexual predator that could spot young girls who were vulnerable, came from nothing. And when pairing a vulnerable teenage girl with a brilliant narcissistic billionaire, their adolescent brain was not equipped to understand or to react to what was happening in the moment.
Yep.
That makes complete sense right there.
Yeah.
So let's skip to 2005. It was reported to the police in Palm Beach that underage girls were going to and from his estate. This was tipped off by one of the girls' mother, who got in a fight at school because she had $300 on her.
And they asked her, where'd you get that money from? And she said, from this old guy. What do you mean, this old guy?
Yeah, what are you talking about?
Well, he just lets us lets us massage him for $300. $300.
Yeah,
What?
and they don't mention any. Yeah, right.
What are you talking about? And that's how that happened.
Exactly. So then after contacting a lot of victims, all their stories were the same. They would give him a massage. He'd remove his towel. He'd start masturbating, or he would try to touch them inappropriately. Some he would work on, and some it wouldn't. So
And there was a police report filed.
Yeah.
And so this was the police department that he said,
I own the police. Yeah. And the police, so they started putting surveillance on Jeffrey, and the number of victims kept multiplying.
Yeah.
So October 20th, 2005, the police obtained a search warrant for Jeffrey's mansion. But it seemed like Jeffrey had been tipped off because a lot of stuff in his house was gone, like computers, files. It looked like the place was swept clean. So somebody tipped him off.
oh, sure. It's
Probably somebody at the police department.
Yeah, absolutely.
Now, they did get some evidence, like there was a lot of notepads that was left behind showing phone calls to the victims, like, hey, I'm penciling you in on Thursday at 6:30. We'll send a cab, that type of stuff. So they were saying that's kind of some evidence. So
that was on purpose.
Oh, yeah, really?
You just don't get rid of the computers and leave notepads on the desk.
Yeah, it's weird.
That's not, no, you don't do that.
All right, let's go to 2006. 22-year-old Sarah Ransom was sexually trafficked by Jeffrey Epstein. She arrived in New York on September 1st, 2006. She didn't have any money. She didn't know anybody. She was there for about 2 weeks. And then she went to a nightclub called QO, where she met Natalia Malashev. She told her about this guy that she knew that was a philanthropist and that he's amazing and he can make your dreams come true. Of course, it was Jeffrey Epstein. Now, Sarah's impression was that he was kind of caring and charismatic, and he was a nice guy. You know what I'm saying? The first time she met him. So the next day or two, Natalia said, Jeffrey thought Sarah was really cool, and he wanted to pay for your education.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Just like that? And he wanted to get her into the Fashion Institute of Technology. And Natalia said, he's got this private island, and we can go on his private plane. It's going to be amazing. So, of course, Sarah is like, wow, yeah, sign me up, dude. I'm 22. I'm trying to find out how my place in the world. This rich guy likes me, whatever. Sarah noticed that everyone else, oh, this is weird. This is, okay. So the first time on the plane, this is the first trip to the island, she saw Jeffrey on the plane starting to have hardcore sex in front of everybody. Just cheeks up, like Joey said.
Just cheeks out, man.
So he starts having hardcore sex in front of everybody. And she looked around and noticed everybody was kind of pretending to be asleep and ignoring what was going on. So she was like, well, that's odd. So she pretended to nod off.
That's terrible. Dude.
That's horrible.
That's terrible.
And so right then, she recanting this, of course, 2020 is hindsight. She looks back and says, I had a bad feeling. I should have trusted my instincts and just got out of that situation.
Yeah.
But she didn't. On the first day on the island, she was raped by Jeffrey. And then it became multiple times a day. She tried to escape, but like one time she went to this far side of the island where this
You're on
cove.
an island.
Yeah, she was thinking, I'm gonna swim. That's
Have
how.
you seen pictures of the island?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's very small.
And she said that he found her because he had cameras all over the island.
Yeah.
He could watch everything. All right, let's go to 2006. That was the same year. Applicants for the arrest warrants were presented by, and Barry Kirshner was the state attorney. He was very excited. He was like, okay, I've got this evidence. We're going to put this sicko behind bars. Jeffrey was able to assemble a dream team of defense lawyers. You may have heard of some of these names. You ready? Kenneth Starr, Jack Goldberger, Roy Black, Jay Lefkowitz, Gerald Lefcourt. What are these names? And Alan Dershowitz. Alan Dershowitz actually defended Klaus von Bülow, O.J. Simpson, Mike Tyson, Leona Hemsley, and Patricia Hearst. So that's some of the high-profile names that Dershowitz did. So here's what they started doing. This team of lawyers got investigators, and they started investigating all the detectives that was on the Epstein case. They started following them. They started going through their trash at home.
Yeah.
They went through the trash at the police station. So the police were noticing this and were like, well, we can't do anything about it. They're investigating us. So here's what happened. They went back to Barry Kirshner that was excited before. A few months went by, and all of a sudden his attitude changed. It was like he was kind of backpedaling, saying the victims didn't seem like they're going to be credible. And all of a sudden the teeth that the case had before didn't seem to have teeth anymore.
Yeah.
What's, I mean, already you see what's happening.
Yeah.
This guy's already backpedaling. In July of 2006, Jeffrey Epstein was charged with a single felony count of solicitation of prostitution. That's it.
That's it. Slap on the wrist.
He was arrested and he posted bond a few hours later.
$100 bond.
The defense destroyed the credibility of all the victims.
Yeah, and they often do that. They do that. That's
They made them feel like they're the you're the problem. Here's why you were in this situation, because of you're a horrible
just
person.
Put a hole in their story.
Yeah.
And once you do that, then game's over.
Yeah.
Or strike fear into the victims and say, well, in a roundabout way, maybe threaten or bribe or whatever it is to get the victims to backpedal.
Yeah.
It happens all the time. I watch Law and Order all the time.
Oh, gung gung. So here's what happened after that. After this one charge was committed to Epstein, the chief of police sent the case to the FBI. The FBI took the case over in July 2006. In November 2006, Maria Farmer was in hiding. Remember her from earlier?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She was hiding in North Carolina because she was scared out of her mind. So she was hiding from this dude.
Yeah.
Because Ghislaine was like, hey, you're going to die. I'm going to kill you.
Yeah.
The FBI showed up and wants to follow up on the story that she filed back in 1996. Remember, nobody called her back?
Yeah.
Oh, now all of a sudden I'm at your door and we're following up on, I was like, aren't you a little late?
Yeah.
So they started to interview Maria and her sister Annie. So 2008, there's still nothing from the FBI, but the case was like huge. They had all this massive amount of evidence and victims, but for some reason, the case fell apart. June 30th, 2008, Jeffrey got a plea deal. He pleaded guilty to solicitation of prostitution and agreed to serve 18 months in the Palm Beach detention facility. Check this out. He was given immunity from any other state charges and immunity from all federal charges. What?
That's crazy.
And also, here's also in the deal, both for himself and any of his named and unnamed co-conspirators. He got people he was working with off the hook. Now, the name of this guy that struck the deal was Alex Acosta. He was the lead state attorney. You may have heard of him. Trump assigned him as his head of Department of Labor, Alex Acosta.
I do remember this.
Interesting.
Man.
Okay, so this dude, 18 months. He was released on probation in 2009. 2010, I'm on probation. He throws a huge party in New York. Huge party.
Yeah.
He's got all kind of celebrities at this place. And he's on probation. You're not supposed to leave the state. He went everywhere, and nobody did anything about it. Matter of fact, the cops that were watching him called his probation officer. Do you know where Jeffrey's at right now? Yeah, he's at home. No, he's not. And they never did anything about it. Let's talk a little bit about the island. The name of the island is Little St. James. It's a small private island. It's in the United States Virgin Islands. It's located southeast of the neighboring Great St. James off the southern coast of the larger St. Thomas Island and belonging to the sub-district East End, St. Thomas. The 70 to 78 acre island, that's pretty huge, was owned by American convicted child sex offender Jeffrey Epstein from 1998 until he died in 2019. He was arrested and charged in 2019 with sex trafficking. Now, here's what I didn't tell you about the story. He got the probation, but the victims, I forgot, they found this loop where the victims, because they never got their day in court, their voice never got heard. And that there was a precedence for that to happen because a judge never got to hear them. Well, they went and got to do that in New York. There was a New York judge.
I remember this. Tried
that case and let the victims come. And because of that, that's when he went to the Palm Beach. What was it? He was in Palm Beach. Oh, he was at Metropolitan Correctional Center. That's where he committed suicide, supposedly. Because he already served his 18 months for solicitation of prostitution. This time, because of the victims that went forward before the judge, they actually locked him up and charged him with, I forgot the name of the charge. It's having sex with minors.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
basically, he was on 2 counts. Also, Ghislaine Maxwell was arrested July 2nd, 2020. She's charged with 4 counts related to procuring and transporting minors for illegal sex acts and 2 counts of perjury. So when he was, this is interesting. On August 8th, 2019, 2 days before his death, Epstein placed his entire fortune into a trust in the Virgin Islands. His estate is valued at more than $577 million.
Wow.
So he was in the Metropolitan Correctional Center, and from what I hear, this place was a joke. It was run down.
Yeah.
They did. I thought that somebody cut the cameras, but they said a lot of the cameras didn't work.
Yeah.
But
either way. But then also there was a forensics guy that did an autopsy and showed, because he had this. It's called a U-bone at the front of your neck, where your spine is.
Yeah.
And when you hang yourself, that bone does not break. When somebody's hanging from the gallows, that bone doesn't break. His bone was broken in 3 places.
Yeah.
That U-bone, which could only come from somebody either choking from behind or punching. Yeah. Like a throat punch.
But let's go back. Let's go back talking about the island. So, and I guess this ties into why he didn't get charged. It ties in, and this is just one person. Like we said, he knows all these politicians. He knows all these multi-million billionaire people. I mean, so the people that he brought to that island, the girls that he brought to the island, all these girls weren't just for him. No, this island was for these dudes,
guests that were going to bring in there. Yeah,
because you don't bring all these girls for one dude. I mean, that's just not enough dude to go around. So one of the people, and it's logged. This is an actual flight log, and they thought originally it was only 11 flights with Clinton Bill
Yeah.
Clinton,
How many?
26 times in the flight logs to Epstein Island, and Clinton flying to other places like Hong Kong, Japan, Singapore, China. The flight logs show the former president flying on Epstein's plane to these destinations: Belgium, Norway, Russia, Africa. So it's not like we know he wasn't there. He was there. We don't know what he was doing.
And he denies it.
And he denies it. But you,
Yeah.
How can he deny?
the same way he denied about
Monica Lewinsky. Yeah.
He, of course he's going to deny it. And of course Prince Andrew's going to deny it. Who's going to say, yeah, you know, I was there. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then their whole life just crumble. They're going to deny it. But you can't. He's an ultimate gaslighter.
Yeah.
He's the
absolute-
ultimate.
Yeah, he is the ultimate. What's the definition? If you know what the definition
Look at Bill Clinton.
is.
But it's and these logs were from 2001 to 2003. He wasn't in office. But anyway, it's just interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Speaking of the island, the things that we talked about in Florida, that was bad enough. But the island, from some of the girls' testimonies that were there on the island, they said it was even worse.
Yeah.
I mean, there was like full on orgies.
Yeah.
Just
Really?
and what this one girl said that they were doing things to her that no human
You
should
can't
do.
even. Yeah, you can't even.
You don't even.
She can't even
this-
talk about it.
yeah.
Because it's so disturbing.
It's horrible. So I don't. My theory is somebody took Epstein out because
He knew too much. He's
yeah.
gonna drop names. He said, if I'm going down, just the way he did business with that guy we were
Les
talking about
Wexner.
earlier. Yeah, he
Yeah.
goes, I have too much on you, and if I go down, I'm taking you with you.
Yeah.
Right. And so
I think somebody, somebody probably paid a guard maybe, or somebody let somebody in there that was a professional assassin, and they just made the sheets look like, oh, I hung myself in the bed.
that's 100% what happened. You can't convince me otherwise.
Matter of fact, Steven Crowder tried to simulate
Yeah.
hanging himself exactly in the same place, and he couldn't do it.
Really?
He couldn't make himself lose breath.
Even if he did, even if this can be recreated, and there's some possible way, I still wouldn't believe it because
Right.
this dude had too much
Yeah. Too much going on.
on all these powerful people, and collectively these powerful people didn't want this out. They said, you know what we can do? We can kill him. How do we kill him? Well, we'll kill JFK.
Yeah.
What? And he was a
Exactly.
president. You don't think I can kill some dude in a rinky-dink jail?
Yeah, in
Absolutely.
a cell. It's supposed to be isolated. Yeah,
It's been done. It's already done. He's already dead.
yeah,
That's what happened. If-
absolutely. And you know what? Here's the weird thing. Some of the girls, the victims, heard about that, and they weren't relieved that he was dead because they wanted him to serve
Yeah,
time.
sure.
Because they felt that was a cheap way to go.
Yeah.
Like you,
Oh, yeah.
all the stuff that you did to me and my friends.
I mean, I'm not going to lie. Pedophiles should be, this is going to sound rough. So,
I'm
listeners,
with you on this one.
Yeah.
Whatever it is.
Yeah.
there
The
should be
A-ball.
torture. There should be torture. There should be torture.
I think it should be some, like a eunuch. Castration.
Oh, just straight up chop it right.
yeah, you're
on
done.
I think there should be torture. And from what I hear in prison, it when you are a child molester, a chomo,
Yeah.
that you are tortured.
Yeah, that's what they call them.
Yeah.
Chomo.
You are tortured. But I think it should be like legalized torture.
Matter of fact, they keep
Yeah.
them in a separate place. I was listening to Casey's podcast. It was we interviewed him for J6 when he went to jail for his 10 days. He said they actually separate them and put them in a separate place in the prison.
Yeah. They do. For that reason.
Yeah.
Protect them now.
So we're protecting them. That's
The
ridiculous.
chomos.
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Yep. I don't like it either, man.
Tracy's World 49 joined. Appreciate you on the Instagram.
I mean, I really think like we should. Don't get me started. I
Yeah,
can
I'm
go. I
getting
can go
all
in a dark
riled
place
up.
with this because it's just.
yeah.
Well, I would go there with you, man. Like it's
I don't
just
wanna go
this
there.
is just
Yeah.
Here
disgusting.
was my thought, and let me guys answer this. And maybe I already know the answer of why he thinks like this, because there are there are a lot of people that women that work in the adult industry,
Yeah.
prostitutions,
Yeah.
escort service.
Sure, but they're adults.
I know, that's what I'm saying. If he knew that, why didn't you just hire people to come and give you that massage?
He was a pedophile.
I'm saying, so it was the attraction
To
of
the minors.
the minor girl that was
Yes.
completely innocent that
Yes.
maybe didn't want to be there.
Either that or
Absolutely.
the manipulation of it. You know?
No,
I don't even know how that.
No, I just think he
That-
he was a pedophile, and all these dudes that went to this island were pedophiles. Every single one. I mean, 16, 17, dude, 18. That even for me is
Yeah.
still young.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't. 18 years old, dude.
Yeah,
That's a
that's-
child.
I mean, even the girl that was 22 that was just
Even a boy kid.
that was like, you're gonna help me with my fashion industry. You're raping me.
Yeah.
22. You're young, dude. You're so young. Sure, you're legally adult, but you have a brain.
Yeah, but
still
nobody
of-
asked for that.
No, what I'm saying is, she was just manipulated, just like an 18-year-old.
Oh yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Sure.
She was
Yeah.
just as manipulated as the 18-year-old.
Let's go over quickly some of the people that were there. These are from the flight logs. Bill Clinton, Sergey Brin, he's the Google co-founder. Cecil Don John, that's the first former lady of the U.S. Virgin Islands. Ehud Barak, former Israeli prime minister. Uh-oh.
Boo.
Bill Gates.
I hate that guy.
Yeah, I don't.
I
like
think I've said this numerous times.
Yeah, you have. Something's wrong.
I hate that dude.
Leon
Who, Billy?
Botstein,
Billy Boy. Yeah, I'm not.
president of Bard College. William Burns, CIA director. CIA director. Noam Chomsky. Who is that? I've heard that guy.
I don't know.
I've heard that name before. Noam Chomsky.
You probably read it
Tier
when you were writing
Jarrett
this.
Rod Larson. He's an ex-diplomat. Joshua Cooper. He's a FedEx board member. Ariane D. Rothschild.
That makes sense.
That tracks right there.
Checks out.
Catherine Rumler from Goldman Sachs. She was general counsel. Lawrence Summers, ex-Treasury Secretary and Harvard president. Oh, that was Lawrence Summers. Peter Thiel is the PayPal co-founder. Tom Barrick, he's a close Trump ally and a private equity manager. Leon Black, chairman of the Museum of Modern Art. Jess Stately, banker. J.P. Morgan Chase. Prince Andrew, Kevin Spacey, Chris Tucker, Eric Trump, Naomi Campbell, and Alan Dershowitz. That's just to name a few. There was a lot more. That's just some of the.
Those are people that came back regular to the island.
Yes.
Kevin Spacey checks out.
And some of these
Yeah.
people, since it came out, like Naomi Campbell, she's like, emphatically, I didn't know what was going on. I was just there for entertainment. Somebody invited me. You know,
Entertainment.
That's an island.
I'm okay. No, I can't go with that story. I was
Me
gonna
neither.
try to. No, I can't go. With
Use your.
this. You're going
Yeah.
to an island. Yeah, I don't know. That's
He's having hardcore sex on the plane in front of you.
Dude.
Just
It's
close.
where I'm just going for the entertainment.
I'm just gonna pretend like I'm sleeping.
Yeah, and everybody on the plane. I'm just crazy. I don't even know this world.
Yeah. Wow.
So that's the Epstein Chronicles, guys.
Wow.
Yeah.
Speechless. That
I don't
sucks.
think.
I mean,
I'm glad he's dead. So I'll just say that.
yeah, sure, absolutely.
I don't think he.
I don't know. I think honestly, I think he should still be alive
You think?
for the torture.
Well,
All right, guys, that's going to do
Well,
it
he
for
is
this
getting it right.
episode.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks everybody for calling in. We did a live stream. We're on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Rumble. And make sure you visit our website, bottomofthat.com, where you can check out all of our blog for our show notes and resource material from today's show. If you're listening, well, I don't have to say that because we're live. Make sure you leave a comment, subscribe, and comment. I already said that. I don't even know what I'm saying. Hey, turn on notifications on Spotify. Click the bell so you'll never miss when we publish an episode. If you did not like this, I appreciate you listening this long, and tune in next week. You might hear Jason say,
Epstein did not kill himself.
no.